So are you like me this year and you want to get back into retro gaming, but you don't have all the systems? It can be quite expensive to buy separate systems, so why not try an all-in-one one? The Retrobit Super Retro Trio is one of those machines that I've been fortunate to buy myself and have a little play and use in my videos and on my streams. So I'm just doing a little review now to let you know what I think about it. But if we're meeting for the first time, hi, my name's CrispyBits, and on this channel we cover 90s gaming through gameplay videos and reviews. So if you like everything 90s, consider subscribing. So sometimes it's really hard to plug in some of your machines to capture footage from, especially if you're going from RF or SCART trying to get to HDMI into your capture card to make YouTube videos or to stream. I wanted to see if I could find a machine that I could hook up quickly through my hectic life and could go straight to HDMI quite easily. Now there's a few consoles out there, you can just buy specific ones, say for Genesis or SNES, that will hook straight up through HDMI, or you can get something like the Retron 5. However, they're quite expensive, coming in about the £180 mark plus postage or shipping nowadays in the UK to literally about £230. But a cheaper version that I found was the Retrobit Trio, which covered your SNES, your Mega Drive and NES. Now what I really wanted for, as you probably noticed on my channel, is I'm trying to make a Mega Drive collection, so I really wanted it for the Mega Drive, but I also love the SNES as well, and I've never really played a lot of the NES, so it was good to have all three in one system. Now the brilliance of this machine is it has a HDMI output, but it does have an RCA to a SCART one if you do want to use that as well. With it being one of the cheaper products on the market, coming in just under £80, its build quality is a bit cheap in the sense of it's quite lightweight. They haven't used a lot of plastic in it, say from a proper console like a SNES or a Mega Drive, which felt a lot sturdy. This does feel a lot weak and sort of bendy in places, and actually I find it quite hard when pulling out the cartridges. I'm a bit conscious of I might break the top plastic because it's one sheet of plastic between all three consoles. There doesn't seem to be a lot of support between them, and it might just be me, but I seem very nervous trying to pull them out. The cartridges do go in quite easily, and you can have NTSC or Japanese ones, okay, different regions, as well as the PAL UK version that I'm interested in. Like I say, they do fit in. The SNES one does seem a bit tight in places. Brilliantly though, it does play all things a SNES should play because I got a Super Game Boy, but that one I do have to really push in, and it's like squashing against the plastic to go in. So that's not ideal, not great, but hey, it still plays it, so still really good to use. So you get two controllers that come with it, so you can play locally with your friends if you want to, and it's designed to work for all different three consoles in the machine. It's based around the SNES controller with the two side buttons, and it's really good. I think personally, some people obviously think it's probably a bit cheap. I mean, being a cheaper console, it's gonna be like that, but the action on the button seems generally fine for use. And the brilliance of this machine is you can actually plug in the original controllers from all three devices. So if you've got a NES controller, a SNES controller, or a Mega Drive controller, you can just plug it straight in the front. There's a couple of switches to switch over from this controller that comes bundled with it, a SNES controller, over to the NES or Mega Drive if you're going to use them, and that's exactly what I do for recording my Mega Drive videos at the moment. I just use the Mega Drive controller. So the brilliance of this machine is you can also play games from different regions. You've got your NTSC, you've got your Japanese, or you've got your PAL and Europe version where we are as well, that I use. Now I don't have these different cartridges, like especially for the Mega Drive you could get the Genesis version and the PAL version. I don't have any, but I can stick in a game, and the example that I'll use in this video is good old Streets of Rage 2. Because if I put it in and I have it on the NTSC version, a little message will pop up telling me it's not compatible in this region, it's not the right version. If I put it over to Japanese version, it'll play, but it comes up as bare knuckle 2, and you get all the Japanese writing as well, so it's obviously picked up in that region. But I can obviously then put it over to the PAL version and I get the lovely Streets of Rage 2, and it's in English, so I know it's working in every different region. Now the version that I bought came with Joe and Mac Ultimate Caveman Collection, so it's a SNES cartridge with 3 of the classic games on it. This makes it even more of a bargain because obviously you get a game to play in it straight away if you didn't have any, it's one started collection. But this cartridge on it's usually sold for £30 on its own, so to get it in the bundle for less than £80 is amazing value. So what are my final thoughts on the Super Retro Trio? Well, I've been using it for well over a month now, mainly for Mega Drive games, but like I say, I've tried the NES games on it and it works fine. I've put my Super Game Boy in it, which I'm really happy for, and that works fine, but like I say, it was a bit hard to get the cartridge in, rubbing a bit on the plastic. But but I'm really happy it plays that sort of thing, so you can get add-ons. And this makes it even better then. I could hopefully get some add-ons. You could get the Master System add-on for the Mega Drive, maybe that might work. I'd have to try that in the future. But if these add-ons work as well, it's better than something having forked out another £100 say to get a Retron 5, which has them already built in. I could still use it on this machine, so that's really good value for money. And you can buy these extra add-ons as you go along, as you have the money. It's not outlaid all at once. The only downside I would say to it, I mean, it is going to be a cheaper build, and my main worry, like I say, is getting the cartridges in and out, because on a Mega Drive, you know, you'd have to yank them out sometimes, but you feel you could push down on the plastic and it'd be sturdy. Like I say, this plastic on the top doesn't feel too sturdy, and I'd be worried about breaking it. But as long as it's not a little kid say, or you're being too rough with it, I think it's been perfectly fine. I really like this console, and I think for the price, it's an amazing buy. It's so handy that it's HDMI, and you can plug it straight into your modern telly, and all three systems will work. You've got 3 consoles in it instead of 1, which is amazing as well, especially from the 90s, because it's mainly the SNES and the Mega Drive, so they're the ones you'd really want. So these are built into it. And getting the NES for me was a bonus, because I never really played them. I think if you're starting your retro journey and you need to buy a console, this is a perfect place to start to get you going, because you get the added advantage of 3 consoles in 1, and it plugs straight into your telly. So what are your thoughts on the Super Retro Trio from this video? Please put in your comments down below. Would you buy one? Have you already got one? And if you've got one, what do you think of a console? And is there any other bits that I might have missed off? Please comment down below to help people in the community and other people deciding potentially to buy one of these consoles. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and remember, if you like other 90s gameplay and other reviews, consider subscribing to my channel, because I put videos out weekly. But for now, thanks for watching.